Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 22 of Hearts of Iron 4 as the German Reich. We are still trying to move in so that we can actually attack British Raj. We are struggling a little bit at the moment because we can't get our tanks there, so we're just justifying a war goal against Iraq so we can drive through there and get them out of the way. Then we can get our tanks down onto the border with the British Raj and hopefully get rid of those. We've taken a few bits and pieces away from Italy. We've just asked them to hand over some states because they have factories and stuff. Not that France have many factories, because that's the problem with France. We may well ask for another state or two. We may even ask for like Loire or something like that. Could be useful. Adolf Hitler questions the motives of Iraq. There is no doubt that Iraq is preparing for war. The change in economic policy make it plain to see that the Iraqi are not people of peace, but rather waiting for the right opportunity to strike against us. Will we stand idly by and watch them arm themselves while the German Reich is undefended, or will we disarm this before it grows beyond our power? The hawks in the NSDAP have turned their eyes towards Iraq, arguing that the attack is the best defense. Their viewpoint is gaining traction, and German Reich is preparing for war. So we get Adolf Hitler questions the motives of Iraq event. Okay, that's fine. We also want to try and take out like Lithuania and Latvia and Estonia and things like that, which we don't currently control. So we could go to, well, we could declare on Lithuania. We want to get some units up there though, really. I guess what we could do is use the reserves. Why have I got paras in the reserves? You should be in the training squad for a start. So reserves, you're actually going to go and get up on this line. And in fact, we'll go ahead and give you a front line over there. In fact, we don't actually need the front line on the Russian border. Just on that one. So if we go over here, we can justify a war goal against Lithuania. We can try and conquer them. Not really bothered which, because we'll probably take both. Can we declare war on you yet? No. How long is this going to take? Too flipping long, apparently. Italy has accepted that. That is fine. We're still waiting for this paradrop to go ahead. So apparently we can't do it here because we don't have the air superiority. Which really surprises me because, I mean, where's the enemy aircraft coming from? Unless it's all Greece. Because Greece must be the only people down here that have literally got aircraft. We've probably got naval superiority down here, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel that then. We will cancel your orders. And we will get rid of the transport wing there. So at least we know that we need... Well, we know that we need air superiority anyway. There's a few more paratroopers that are done. Do we want to get another lot of paratroopers is the question. You are working on some more. Oh no, that's the normal infantry division. Let's train up some more paratroopers then. We've finished justifying on Iraq. That's good. So we want 4 lots of 6. And you are going to deploy there and join the training army. So we're getting a lot of units together. So we can justify a war goal. Make sure we've got nothing selected. We can declare war over here. We don't really need to call in our allies, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. We're instantly going to get you to move in. So obviously they've instantly joined the allies, which is not a surprise, but we should be able to wipe them out really quickly, and that means we should be able to grab Kuwait really quickly and easily as well. It'd be nice if we could get down here and take all of this stuff, but we'd probably need to declare on Saudi Arabia. Unless, yeah, they wouldn't give us military access at all. A lot of oil there, I'm assuming. I'm going to assume there's a lot of oil. Yeah, well, there's not. There's some. Not nearly as much as you'd think there would be. Let's just go and sort the tech out now. Dispersed industry. Better construction would be useful. Although I do want the anti-tank weapons, but I think we'll go ahead and grab that right now anyway. So what we'll probably do... taking out Saudi Arabia would actually be really, really quick. So we're going to go and justify on Saudi Arabia, just so we can take them out quickly. Because Iraq's going to take, like, no time at all. There's also a little bit here that belongs to Iran, which we will need to take. Yeah, these guys are just going to get absolutely murdered. Paratroopers, paras. You join the actual para infantry. Iraq is already capitulated, which is not a surprise. Italy's still struggling to deal with Greece. So yeah, Saudi Arabia is going to take a little bit of time to get done. No, all those issues appear to have just instantly gone away. What was that to conquer? Is that to conquer Lithuania? We never gave you guys an actual attack order, did we? Let's go ahead and give you that. So we can declare war on you. Obviously, you're instantly going to join the Allies, but that's fine. So we'll just sort of start pushing in, and we'll just take as much. We are increasing the size of our line with the Soviets, but I think that'll be okay. I'm not too bothered about that. I just want to be able to attack Saudi Arabia, because it'd be nice to go just roll through here and just take this stuff away from the United Kingdom. The fewer bits of land they have, the fewer ports they have, the fewer places they can get aircraft to and from. And I think we should be able to hold this line down here with the divisions we've got. I don't think we should be attacking. We are just literally holding right now, because we don't actually have an attack order. When we get the tanks over there, it will be better. We do have an unfulfilled import request from Siam. They're not sending us stuff. Japan are struggling as well. So we are struggling getting some of our supplies over. Not too much of a problem. We are dealing with that quite well. Just having a quick look around to make sure that no troops are being landed on the coast. It doesn't look like they are. What are we short of? A surplus of chromium, but we're not importing it. Rubber we are short of. It's only rubber and oil that we are importing, really. And that's because Japan aren't supplying what they said they would. Let's see if we can get some from Brazil. Now we can... I'm not too sure what's going on here. But we'll leave that there. Available war goals. So what we want to do now... And again, I keep forgetting to do this. Rommel's tank division, you need to have a front line against Saudi Arabia, and we want to draw a offensive line all the way along the south there. Yeah, pretty much that. So let's go ahead and declare our war. Send. And we're not going to mess around. We're just basically going to... Oh, Lithuania has capitulated. Fantastic. Saudi Arabia joins the Allies. You guys just move straight in. I don't think you need to hang around there. So now we'll go and work on Latvia. So let's go start justifying our war goal up here. So we'll take the reserves. You are going to sit on this front line. Advanced submarine warfare is done, and we're going to give you an offensive line sort of across there, probably. So that gives us some more research we can do. We might as well try and get this naval doctrine done, because I feel that we are probably going to need it. Free military factories. You're actually working on tactical bombers now, which we don't really need. Want to be working on the naval bombers, but we don't have the later tech ones yet. Hopefully we will soon. Let's just make sure that we are still repairing these factories up. We'll just sort of put all of the military factories to the top of the list. Naval dockyards as well, military factories. We'll try and build as much stuff as possible. We are doing a lot better on fighters now anyway. We might even want to start converting some of our civilian factories over to military factories, so that's not a bad thing. You guys are ready to go, but we're not actually at war yet. We are crushing Saudi Arabia. Obviously, Saudi Arabia has now capitulated. Adolf Hitler has announced that the cowardly Saudi Arabian nation can no longer withstand the pressure. It's the same generic message that we always see from everything else. This instantly sort of goes over to Italy, which is a little bit annoying. But we could ask for it if we wanted it. We just don't really need it. Let's just go down here and clear out the United Kingdoms. A few more research slots now available. I mean, we might want to work down and fill out encryption and decryption. I'd kind of like to go for atomic research as well and experimental rockets. Let's go for experimental rockets. It's only like 32 days. I'd also like to get... we've got the Para 3s. Let's go for the better motorized, because that will help our tank divisions. We're almost at that point in the game now where we are at the end of the tech tree, so should all work out quite nicely for us. How are we doing here in the training division? We've got another group of paratroopers to go in the paras. We are a little bit short here on paras, so if we add one more to that, times 4, that should fill in the gap. And of course we've got some standard infantry coming as well, because we will want to be able to protect the Russian line. They are trying to land, the United States are trying to land troops, but they're not doing a very good job of it. We just need to make sure that we've got air superiority so we can try and land the paratroopers over there. Justification for Latvia has finished. So let's go ahead and declare our war here. And you guys can go. We don't need to wait for you. And we'll go and start justifying on Estonia as well. Because if you're not with us, you're against us. So we'll start pushing in there. Obviously Latvia's joined the Allies. Allies aren't doing so hot at the moment. I mean, Great Britain's doing okay, and so's the US, but... Right, let's start working on those better naval bombers, and as soon as that's finished, we'll start building them. We need rubber. Hopefully we can get some more from Japan. Still a little bit light on factories. I guess Italy can keep Saudi Arabia for the time being. We don't really need it. I'm just trying to clear all of this out. I mean, we could ask for it for the oil, but we just don't really need to bother. Now, we could try and get some of these islands. Not too sure if we've got naval superiority down here or anything anyway. We're actually moving in there. Yeah, we are. And Italy are clearing this side up as well. See, there's lots of little islands that are all owned by England and the United Kingdom. One thing that I don't want to risk doing, though, is dropping paratroopers somewhere where I can't get them back. That's my concern at the moment. Yeah, Japan are really struggling to supply us with what we need, but they're really the only people that have got rubber. Unless we go down and take, like, I think it's part of Polynesia. So there's a lot of rubber down here somewhere. Yeah, down here. If we could get this area... Is this Burma? If we could get this, we'd get an awful lot. Latvia's capitulated. Fantastic. Let's go... yeah, let's go back to the normal mode. Latvia has capitulated. Indeed they have. Some of that has gone over to the USSR, which I don't mind too much, not at the moment. This will probably go to the USSR as well, Estonia, but we'll do it. No, not the powers. We want the reserves. So you guys are going to be on... no, that's not what I want to do. Let's try that again. You guys are going to be on that line there. And we'll give you an attack order, which will be basically just across the top. We'll have to take the islands out as well. I appreciate that. Let's let the game play on again. As soon as we've finished clearing up things down here, and it looks like we have, we're going to get you guys up on to this border. You're going to have your strategic redeployment on, so you can actually get there more quickly. And we're going to put you on this front line, and then we'll see what the British Raj does when they've got tanks knocking at their door with Rommel. Looks like the war against Greece is finally being won. 44 divisions from Italy. No, you keep your divisions. Experimental rockets has finished. Rocket engines. I should have done the atomic research actually while I had the 50% discount. Let's go for decryption though. I really want to know what's going on with my enemies. Yeah, I'm really struggling to get rubber from Japan at the moment. Some more stuff from the Soviet Union where we can. We've probably got spare factories now. So we're working on these tactical bombers. Of course, being short of rubber is causing some problems, and we'll probably have the same issue with our naval bombers. But we do have spare military factories, which is fantastic. Fighters are actually completely filled on at the moment. We will go ahead and put that up to 5. What else? We probably want a second production line. We will do it when the time comes, I think. And we'll have a... well, we're actually really short on weapons. So we should probably have another production line for that. So let's go ahead and have one for weapons. Let's go ahead and put you to the top. And... yeah, you probably want to be full as well. Still got... Not doing too bad at all there. It'll take a long time to get all of those built, but we're also short on supply equipment. We should still have some going for the tactical transport planes, or tactical bombers as well. Yeah, tactical bomber numbers just dropped because of the number of damaged factories that we have, but we will be getting more, so that is fine. Still a few British forces down here. Rommel's tanks have mainly arrived, so we're going to go ahead and set you a front line down here. And we're going to go ahead and set you an attack order. Your first attack order is going to be mostly this side of the river. In fact, your attack order should be all that side of the river. So let's just bring that back up to there. Yeah, so we're going to take this side of the river. That's the attack order. We just need you to get into position. Take you a little bit of time. You've got full organisation, though. See, we can't actually see how many units they've got here. That is the problem, is not knowing how many units the enemy has. But I think we'll just try and push against them and see what happens. I mean, not everybody's in position yet, but we should have a good advantage there. It would be really, really nice if we could take all of these islands away from Great Britain, but I just don't see that happening. Greece has capitulated, finally. Let's go and take these guys in, over here, because it doesn't look like the Spanish can handle it. So we need to go and help out with that. This, we should be able to just go and declare war. Obviously, you'll get invited to the Allies, but we can go ahead and move in with you. So that should be them finished off. Not going to go after Gotland still. I mean, obviously, Sweden can keep that for the time being. We could go after Finland, but I don't think we really need to. So most people are either on our side or we've gone to war with them. We could also go to war against Turkey if we wanted to and try and grab some of that. I don't really know as we need to. We are starting to push forwards here. It is quite mountainous though, which isn't ideal for the tanks. Now we've also got a lot of air experience and I'm saving that so that I can fully upgrade my new naval bombers as soon as we get them. But that will be something for another video because we've come up to the 20-minute mark, so I think I'm going to end here. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Hearts of Iron 4. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.